Marcus Young, a 16-year-old boy, walked into the local Walmart at Fairview to pick up a few items for his mother. Marcus wandered through the aisles, carefully checking the shopping list his mother had written. A loaf of bread, a carton of milk, and a box of cereal. He placed each item into his basket and headed toward the checkout. Just as he reached the register, Officer Brad Miller appeared out of nowhere. "Hey, you! Stop right there!" Miller barked, his hand resting on the taser strapped to his hip. Marcus froze, confused. "Me?" he asked, pointing at himself. "Yeah, you. Step aside. Let's see what you've got in that basket," the officer demanded. Shoppers began to gather, whispering among themselves. Marcus, feeling the weight of their stares, tried to remain calm. "Sir, I'm just buying these for my mom. I haven't done anything wrong." Miller snatched the basket from Marcus and dumped its contents onto the floor. Bread, milk, and cereal rolled across the tiles. "Don't play smart with me, boy. I saw you pocket something back in the electronics section." Marcus's face turned red. "I didn't go to the electronics section." "Save it for the precinct," Miller snapped, pulling out handcuffs. Before Marcus could say another word, his wrists were locked, and he was being led out of the store. The crowd watched in stunned silence as the boy was shoved into the back of a police car. At the precinct, Marcus sat quietly in the holding cell, his head resting on his knees. He kept replaying the scene at Walmart, trying to make sense of why this was happening to him. The officer's words echoed in his mind, "I saw you pocket something." But he knew he hadn't stolen anything. Meanwhile, Officer Miller was busy filing his report when the precinct's door swung open. Chief Samuel Young walked in. He had only recently transferred to Fairview and was still getting to know his team. Today, however, he wasn't here for a routine check. "Chief Young," Miller greeted him, standing up straighter. "Where's the boy you brought in?" the chief asked. Miller gestured toward the holding cell. "Caught him shoplifting at Walmart. Had something hidden on him. Probably thought he could get away with it." Chief Young frowned. "What's his name?" "Marcus Young," Miller replied, not noticing the chief's expression darken. "Marcus Young?" the chief repeated in a sharp tone. "That's my son." The room fell silent. Miller's smug demeanor evaporated. Your son?" he stammered. Chief Young didn't waste time. He stormed over to the holding cell and unlocked it himself. Marcus's eyes lit up with relief when he saw his father. "Dad! I didn't do anything, I swear!" "I know, son," the chief said, placing a reassuring hand on Marcus's shoulder. "We're going to get to the bottom of this." He turned to Miller with a stern look. He asked, "You said he stole something. Where's your proof?" The store cameras," Miller stammered. "They'll back me up." "Good," Chief Young said. "We will see." The chief himself, together with 2 other police officers, went to Walmart to check the CCTV footage. The footage showed Marcus walking through the aisles, picking up bread, milk, and cereal. He didn't once go near the electronics section. "Pause it," Chief Young said. "Rewind. Play it again." They watched the footage 3 more times. Not a single frame showed Marcus stealing anything. Instead, another shopper, an older man in a baseball cap, was seen slipping a small item into his pocket in the electronics section. They came back to the precinct after they got the proof. Chief Young turned to Miller. "Care to explain this?" Miller's face turned pale. I thought it was him. He fit the description." "The description?" the chief asked, his voice rising. "Or was it just because he's black?" The room was thick with tension. Miller opened his mouth to speak but closed it again, unable to come up with an excuse. Chief Young turned to the other officers. "File a formal complaint against him. This department will not tolerate racial profiling." Miller was stripped of his badge on the spot. As he was escorted out of the precinct, Marcus watched quietly, his father standing protectively by his side. "I'm sorry you had to go through this, son," Chief Young said. "But remember, justice always comes to light." The next day, the story spread like wildfire through Fairview. Marcus's innocence was proven, and Officer Miller's actions served as a reminder of the consequences of prejudice. For Marcus, it was a painful lesson in the realities of the world, but also in the power of truth and justice. This brings us to the end of this story. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Kindly subscribe for more thrilling stories. Like and share this video. Have a nice day.